there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Marvel Legends Elektra action figure set by Hasbro. This set is part of a 2-pack that includes Elektra and Ronin. In this video we'll just focus on the Elektra figure, while a separate video will focus on the Ronin figure. Now I'm not sure when this set was first available, but there is a date on the packaging, the copyright information, and it is dated 2008. I got this set at a collectible shop in the South Bay area called Hot Toys 2, and I paid $30 for this set. Taking a look at the Elektra figure in the packaging, you can see that the Elektra figure is here with a few accessories here, and it does say interchangeable parts down below. And we have a nice picture of Elektra here on the front and side, also right here. And here we have the back of the package with a nice picture of the figure there, and some more artwork behind the figure. And we have here a description of both Ronin and Elektra there. And we have here some statistics for Elektra. Now we'll be right back and have Elektra out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Elektra here out of the package, and she comes with quite a few accessories, and we'll go ahead and take a look at those first. And we have here a set of extra pair of hands. Actually, these hands were on the figure in the packaging. I just switched them out because the other pair of hands were gripping hands for the sai. And these hands are also can hold the sai. I guess they're designed specifically for the sai. You can see how the fingers are kind of curled, or at least one finger on each hand is curled, and it's designed to fit adequately on there, not too bad. And the other pair of hands, the extra pair of hands, are just standard gripping hands. And you can see some of the details of this pair of hands. You can see the fingernails are painted on there. It's actually kind of neat on there. So, and they're not too difficult to remove and put back in. You can see the peg here and a little nub there, and it doesn't require too much work to remove them and replace them. So, but here are the hands that were on the figure. Next, we'll take a look at the extra head that comes with the figure, and you can see this one here. This one, she's not wearing her bandana type of headgear. This one just has her flowing hair on here, and it's okay. It's not too bad. And you can see the nice sculpt on the head and the hair here, and it's posed as if flowing in the wind there, or her in action. Not too bad on here. There's a little bit of bleed of the flesh into the hair on the ear there, making her ear look a little bit larger than normal. But that can be fixed with some black paint to get rid of that extra paint slop there. And the head is not that difficult to remove, just like the extra pair of hands. It's really just get a good tug and it'll come right off the ball joint, and you can pop it back in on there. So, but that's the extra head. And one of the weapons that the Elektra figure comes with is a sword, which was later reused quite a bit in the ninjas, either the hand ninja or the chase ninja sets, the 2-packs that came out after this 2-pack here. And it's just your typical sword here. This one came a little bit warped. You can see it's bending to its right a bit there. And you can see some details on the handle. It's actually pretty nice, quite detailed on there. And the Elektra figure can hold it as long as it's the extra pair of hands, the standard gripping hands. This one, I'm not too sure. Yeah, you really can't fit it because the fingers on these are actually sculpted into the palm there. so you really can't really grip the sword with this set of hands. The next set of weapons are the sai that you can see here Elektra is wielding with her standard gripping hand. Let me just take that off of the figure there. You can see it just looks like a standard sai. I think it's a little bit larger in scale than it's supposed to be. It looks just a little too big for her. Maybe if it was just a tad smaller, at least for the fork area. I think that would have been a little bit better, but it's still usable. On there you can see some of the details, and as I mentioned earlier, the extra pair of hands here I think were designed to hold the sai here. You can see how it fits just right along the fingers there, so pretty neat. Now taking a look at the Elektra figure, and I actually like this Elektra figure than the Toy Biz Elektra that was released I think several years before this Hasbro release, mainly because I was not too happy with the articulation points that were on the Toy Biz Elektra figure, especially along the hip and leg area. It just was really kind of awkwardly designed, and it was just a real pain to get to pose. This one is the more typical ball hinged type of joints, and is easier to work with and easier to pose, which is what I like. Now, taking a look at this Hasbro release of Elektra, you can see starting with the head here, it's I guess pretty simple designed head sculpt there. She's wearing her bandana here, and you can see the sash here, and it's a nice loose and bendable pliable plastic there, and it doesn't twist or anything. It's sculpted in or glued in, I think, to the back of her bandana there. And also you can see the hair very straight and not moving too much compared to like this head here. And that and the combination with the head sculpt makes her head look a little bit narrow on there, with the cap and the straight hair going down. Narrower than I'd like, but it's okay. It's not too bad. There is some paint slop on the lipstick on this particular figure here, which I'll have to scratch some of the paint off. You can see some of the lipstick going into the flesh there. So, but alright. Taking a look at the rest of the figure, you can see that this particular body mold would be eventually reused in other female Hasbro figures, specifically the female Shield Agent and the Black Widow figure later on. I think it's a really nicely designed figure mold, and it's pretty nice, and I'm glad they actually reuse this. The only problem with this particular figure using this mold is the paint application on here, and it's not really the sculpt, just really the paint, and it's just everything on here is just a single color paint, excluding the extra piece here, but on the figure itself, nothing really sculpted or no more elaborate paint scheme. It's just very simple paint, and it just makes it look kind of blah, just lack of detail. You can see, especially on her torso area, it's just here, let me just go ahead and move the head there. Going across on there, there's no definition in between the flesh and the cloth on there, and it just looks like it is sprayed on, really. No detail on the armband here. You could just see looks like it was just sprayed on there, and not even in details on the cloth straps along her forearm here to where the cross pattern of the straps go. It's just very undefined on there, and it just makes it look a little bit cheaper in quality. If there were some edge detail on these painted areas, it probably would have been a little bit better, but as it is, it's just rather blah on there. You really you can tell it's just sprayed on paint on there, which is unfortunate. Although this piece here, I guess the skirt area piece, does have some detail, and it's made of a pliable plastic, and you can see it's loose on here. It's not glued in, it's not a part of the body sculpt, but an actual loose piece of plastic on here. But it's got more detail than the figure itself. You can see it's got a nice wash on there, and on the back side here you can see some shading on there, and it's actually a lot more detailed than the rest of the figure here, which is unfortunate. It would have been an even better figure if that paint detail was there, but there isn't. Going over the articulation, the head goes all the way around and goes slightly up and down, and the head will tend to pop off if you put the head at the side, because the hair here pushes onto the shoulder area, and it just pops the head quite loose, and you can see the ball joint. It's just pretty simple ball joint, and let me put the extra head there. And you have the alternate head here, and because the hair here is swept back and down, it restricts the movement of this head even more than the other head here, because the plastic on the hair is a little bit more rigid than the one that was originally on the figure. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in with a ratchety type of joint. The arms bend at the elbow, as well as go all the way around at the elbow. The hands can go all the way around at the wrist, as well as in and out, which is nice. And the other set of hands do the same as well. The torso can bend slightly back and forth, as well as all the way around, and side to side a little bit. And excuse me while my phone rings there. Continuing with the articulation, the legs are on that hinged swivel joint, that half ball type of joint there. So the legs can go up and down and slightly to the back and out to the side with the manipulation of that hip joint there. And the leg can also go all the way around at the top of the thigh. The knees have double hinge joints that can allow the leg to bend back quite a bit. And the feet are on a hinged swivel joint, so you can bend the feet down and up, and can turn all the way around. Overall, a decent figure, nice use of the female body mold from Hasbro. And just the main issues are with the lack of quality paint. It's just very blob standard painted paint on there, no detail. So this is my casual peek into the Hasbro Marvel Legends Elektra action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.